Time is now 5:40 in the morning, and it is Monday morning, the end of Sunday night, and I was busy all night. I didn't have any chance to take a break anytime. Just busy. I did 26 trips. At one point, I was even sent out from Langford out to Souk to pick somebody up. It ended up being a $78 fare, and I think I got 92 for doing it. Yeah, the guy was generous. He was with the military, and he was going from Souk to the Work Point Barracks. And he was gonna, no, that's it, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm already late, because the last customer had a 5:20 time call, and at 5:28 he's coming out the door saying, "Can you give me 5 more minutes?" I'm saying, "Oh, come on, really? Well, I'm going to be late for Mr. Punctual because of you." I have to go to the bank. I have to deposit some money, and I have to fuel up. And I've got 18 minutes to do that. And I'm not there yet. I have to make my way to the bank. Then I have to make my way to the gas station, and then I have to fuel up. But first I gotta make my way to the bank, because I have to deposit a check, and I have to deposit some cash, because I think there's going to be a lot of money going out of my account this week. It has to do with, well, my rent is going to go out soon, in another few days, and I also want to pay off my Visa bill. It's going to be considerable, because all my vacation is on it, minus of course the airfare. The airfare was paid for already. I paid that one off already some time ago. But all the food I bought on my trip, I got groceries a few times, and all the whiskeys that I bought on my trip, I think the whiskeys was the biggest part. And that's the biggest part, the whiskeys. Because I tasted a lot of whiskeys, and I drank quite a few when I was there in Montreal. And I even bought some to bring home. And I bought some when I was back home. And I will have to pay that off. Stuck in morning traffic that's heading out of town, because I'm on my way to the bank. Yeah, I did 26 trips. I have not counted the money, but it's a lot. I know it's a lot. The trip from Souk into town was by itself $92, and I had 200 on by the time, well, by 11 o'clock, I had 200 on. I think I had 240 on by midnight. And then another 92, maybe 330 or so. Plus, I'm sure I made another 70 or 80 bucks. I'm probably around the $400 ballpark. I will count that soon. Probably as soon as I turn this camera off, and see how much I got. We got a lot of Interacts. Oh, I got about $100 in cash. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna make my deposit. 4 more nights to go this week. It's now 5:35 in the morning. I'm just leaving the car wash, and I'm gonna have a good early end to my night so that I can go to the bank and make a deposit. And after I've made the deposit to the bank, I'm going to clean the inside of the car, detail the interior, get rid of some of the dust that's on the dashboard and things like that. And then I'm going to fuel it, and then I'm going to park it. Then I'm going to walk home, and then I'm going to walk to the chiropractor's. Get my lower back stretched and get my neck stretched. And that's the plan for this morning. And I'm nice and early. I got to the gas station, the car wash, just in time, or at 20 after, and I managed to, and the attendant was there, and I asked him, can you please turn the car wash on? And so he did. He put the coin boxes in the car wash units, and he turned on the car wash, and away we go. So now I get to do my stuff just a little earlier than usual, which is just nice, so that I'm not in a rush to go to the chiropractor. It was a busy night, busy enough anyway. I did 385, and I kept getting sent on calls that kept going out to the Western communities, and then when I was in the Western communities, I was stuck out there several times, and I did my best to get back into town. And there one time I dropped off right by Happy Valley Road and Souk Road. I dropped off there, and I came into town. I came in, and then as I'm coming into town, I get sent to Broadmead Shopping Center, and I get there, and I pick up a customer who's going right like a stone's throw from where I dropped the other one off in the Western communities. It's like, you know, and from where she was to where she was going was a $30 trip. So I drove a $30 trip empty to get away from the Western communities, and I ended up out there again. Yeah, I had multiple trips out that way. And then when I was out there, I had short little trips locally. And of course, I don't know where all the addresses are out there. There's so many new streets, and there's just so many streets that I don't know, little places and closes and lanes that I've never heard of. So I was using my phone a lot to figure out where to go out there, because I don't remember addresses out there. I just don't go there often enough to get the same kind of repetition I got down here in Saanich, where I know my way around for the most part. But out that way, out in the Western communities, I'm lost without either a map book, which takes forever to figure out, or, you know, I have to go through the index and find the right page and find the right map. Whereas if I just Google it on the phone using Google Maps, you know, it shows me how to get there and which way to go. And then I just go. And I don't use my phone as a handheld device. I put it on my lap so that I can look down at a glance and see where I am. And So it's not a handheld device, because handheld devices are illegal, right? So I'm not, I have it in my lap so that I'm not holding a handheld device. And yes, I'm probably distracted a little bit by it because I have to figure out where I'm going as I'm doing it. But I don't like working with the GPS. I really don't. So I tried to stay away from the western communities, just like I try to stay away from downtown. Downtown, the problem is too many traffic lights and double traffic lights on streets where they have bike lanes, because there are separate traffic lights for bicycles. Imagine that. So that's a load of fun too. Okay, well, I'm down here and I'm at the bank. I'm gonna make a deposit. And I got 3 more nights to go this week. Time is now 5:27 on a Wednesday morning. 5:27. And I've got $490 on. Should I accept another trip, I will have 500 or more. A $500 night is a big night. It is a busy night. It is a ridiculous night. I have done 29 trips tonight in 11 hours. I did not go to sleep. I did not watch a lot of video. I just did a lot of driving. And very often, as soon as I dropped off a customer, I was being sent on another call. And that other call was far away. And very often, that other call was farther away than how far the trip went when I finally got the customer in the car. A couple of times I forgot to turn the meter on because I got distracted by one thing or another. I was all over the map. I was everywhere. But I did draw the line when I was near Uptown and they were trying to send me out to Sydney for a call that was 20 minutes old. Then they tried to send me to Mount Newton Cross for a trip that was half an hour old. And then after that, they tried to send me to Brentwood Bay for a fresh trip. Now, I rejected that too because it was too far. And after that happened, they sent me to Sydney again, and then Mount Newton Cross again, and then they sent me to Brentwood Bay again. And I kept rejecting those calls. At one point, we had 2 cars available and 5 trips holding. The trips were far away from where the cars were. And there were 5 trips and 2 cars. Insanity. What happened to our drivers? Where did they all go? Even the ones we had earlier this week, where were they? It's like I was the only one driving out here. And I'm not going to apologize for ranting at you. This is just bullshit what I've had to deal with tonight. Complete bullshit. And I'm really tired and exhausted now after having dealt with all this crap. Ugh. Tired and exhausted and fed up and angry. Yes, angry. It should not be this way. I should get breaks between calls, and there should be other cars in parts of the town which are not anywhere near me. I shouldn't have to drive to those parts of town where there are no cars. There should be cars. There should be cars everywhere. I don't know how many trips I rejected, but I accepted, or I ended up doing 29. Oh, no, not doing it. I don't have enough time It's a pre-booking for 5:40. By 5:40, I want to be coming out of the bank. Well, I want to be at the bank at least and depositing some cash. And then after depositing the cash at the bank, I have to go and fuel up. And then I've got Mr. Punctual should be showing up shortly after 6 o'clock to get in the car and work. Maybe he's not in so much of a rush anymore because they're probably as busy as I am in the daytime. And they've got traffic in the way. So I'm glad I'm not on day shift, because on night shift this was just stupid. Having more calls than the number of cars they have. What the hell is going on? Police all over the place here. And there they go. Yeah. No, there should be an easier way to make a living. Me being stupid, I got into this racket a long time ago. It would have been fine had we not had that, well, had things not gone sideways the way they did and made it so that everyone quit working. Let's just put it that way. You probably know what I want to say, but I had a YouTube channel taken down for saying things like what I want to say now. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, because it's just going to be bitter and angry if I continue. 2 more nights to go this week. The time is now 6:34 a.m. That's right, I fell asleep for the last half hour of my shift, and at 5:56 I woke up. So I went to the car wash and washed the car, and now I detailed the interior here in the underground garage. I just have this habit of doing that because I can detail in winter when it's raining. I can go in the underground garage and not get rained on while I detail the interior of the car. So that's why I have that habit to go in the covered in the parkade to wash the inside of the car. So now I'm just heading to the gas station. It was a busy night till about 11 o'clock, and again after 3 in the morning, except for that last half hour where I fell asleep. I was exhausted still from the night before, which was insane. Tonight I did about 360, where the night before I did like 500. And 360 is really plenty, believe me, it's plenty. I'm done. Got 1 more night to go this week, and I'm quite exhausted. I'm drained. People last night just did things to go on my nerves. You know, somebody would reach in and turn on that light there, and so then when I was done, it would be on. And other things like opening the windows when I'm trying to stay warm in here and it's letting the cold air in. What other annoying things did people do? Just annoying things that sort of rubbed me the wrong way. This guy's taking my pump, my favorite pump, at the gas station, so I got to use another one. Well, I could wait for that one, I suppose, but I'll just figure out how much I should put in this car based on how much fuel I used. And it has a thing telling me how much fuel I used, so I'm going to do that, figure that out, fuel it up, whatever. 1 more night to go. Oh, what a night this was. I'm tired. I'm really tired. And I came out here and it was busy to begin with. It was busy like you wouldn't believe, from 7 till 10 o'clock. And around 10:30 it got quiet. It got really quiet. I was frustrated and pissed off because of how busy it had been before that time. And then it got quiet and I really needed the rest. I really needed the break that I was getting. It was just essential. And I'm passing the old neighborhood where I used to live. In fact, I'm just past the house where I lived 20 years ago. I dropped off a customer just around the corner from there, so I thought I would take a look. Anyhow, yeah, it got quieter until about, okay, at midnight I had really good luck. I had a $25 fare and I had a $40 fare. It was just, it turned my night around because at that point I wasn't doing too well. And then no. I'm gonna just take myself off the board, log out, because the time is now 6:02. It is the end of my shift, the very end. There we go. Done. I am off the board. I am not on anymore. I'm done. I'm really done. So now I've got everything done except I need to go to the gas station, fuel up, and park it. And that's it. That's the gas station is the other end of town, but that's okay. That's all I have to do is go there. And then I've added up my Interacs and charges already. I just have to put the total down on the envelope, put all the slips in the envelope, shove them in the glove box, and once they're in the glove box, don't worry about them. I'll get my money on Sunday night. And now it is Friday morning, so that's okay. What a terrible week this was in terms of being exhausted. Oh, this night is about $400. If I figure everything into it, it's about $400 I got for working tonight. So I'm not complaining about that. That's good. I needed that too, but I didn't need the stress that came along with it. Oh, what a stressful week this was. And I don't think next week is going to be any less stressful. I hope it is. Because this is just ridiculous, not having enough drivers to cover the city. And it looks like the sun is coming up over my shoulder. Yeah, looks like the sun is coming up over my shoulder. Hope yours is better than mine.